The Wheel of Food has asked me to make black bean sandwiches. Black beans really like onion, so I'm gonna put all this in here and get that browning up. Putting in 1 cup of beans, that's about 2/3 of the can. I think I will put a little bit of the liquid in here to help them process. Just a couple of quick whizzes, and look at that. My onion is nice and sweet. I turned up the heat, so I'm starting to get a little bit of that char on there that my sister taught me to do. And let's go ahead and add the beans to this. So seriously, folks, if you're just looking for a refried bean, that's all you do. I would stop here. Just slide the beans forward and then flip them, and you get this loaf. Look at that. You see that loaf starting to form? And soon it'll be crunchy on the outside, but it'll still be creamy on the inside. And this is how I'll make a black bean sandwich. So check out that perfect little shape. I'll make 2 sandwiches out of this, but I'm gonna let it still crisp up even more on the outside before I call it done. So there is half of my black bean loaf. It's exactly the textures I wanted. So now I'll just smash this down. Get that combination of crunchy and creamy. Look at that, but it perfectly holds on bread. I can take some yogurt or sour cream, some queso fresco from Cacique, and now we'll just put some lettuce on here. I like to put a little black pepper on my lettuce, a little bit of salt, and we have ourselves a black bean sandwich. You really do want to use a soft bread with this, because otherwise you'll squish the beans out when you bite it. So a nice soft brioche bread, the salty cheese, the little bit of lettuce, and the black beans are just so coming through, and they're double texture, the creamy and the crunchy. For me, this has hit so many comfort food notes. I'm having my second and final black bean sandwich. I actually took that beautiful brioche bread and I cut it in half. They were just too thick, and I felt like I was getting way too much bread and not enough black bean flavor in those bites yesterday. And I'm so glad I did it. I already had a couple bites, and it's so much better. The black bean is really screaming at me now, which is really why I want a black bean sandwich in the first place. So if you do use that kind of bread, I would suggest, cutting it thinner. The other thing is, I had a number of my Guatemalan family members let me know that I'm supposed to have garlic, not just onion. Don't forget to add garlic when you make yours. For those of you who like texture on your sandwiches, by all means, put that lettuce on there. But this new sandwich with the thinner bread and the no lettuce, I tasted bean, cheese, and sauce. I just like to be able to taste the primary ingredients. And I find like lettuce and tomato and stuff like that, while texturally and moisture are interesting, it dilutes flavor. So I know I'm alone in that one, but I like today's sandwich a lot better than I did yesterday's sandwich.